marked our first weekday or first workout day of our 3-month transformation challenge. And I got a little quote that I want to tell you guys, and it'll be up in the gym, and it's something I want you to think about, whether you're in the gym or at home doing your workouts. And it's true transformation begins with a goal and a mindset that cannot be broken. These next 3 months, you're going to do things that you don't normally do. You're going to switch up your routine. And you have to switch up your routine because that's the only way to change your body. And transformation is all about changing, and we want to make it more positive, give us more energy. Maybe it's a look we're looking for. Maybe it's just a feeling we want to have. And the awesome thing is we're all doing this together. All right. I'm just going to keep admitting people in as time comes on. So what I want you to think about is, again, true transformation. To actually transform yourself, it begins with a goal and a mindset that cannot be broken. Don't let a minor obstacle stop you from achieving this 3-month transformation. It starts now, it ends in 3 months. And hopefully what it creates for you guys is a new lifestyle. Something that you've added to your old way of living and created this new way of living. And this new way of living is giving you more energy, more positivity, just a better feeling about yourself and who you are. So we're going to talk about the most important thing that you need to know for this transformation challenge. And the most important thing is the mind, your focus. Once you lose that hope and you say, you know what, I got to go. I got too much work to do. I'm too stressed. I'm too tired to do what I need to do. There's not enough time in the day for me to eat the meals I need to eat. I can't drink that much water. Everything there will be obstacles. And I need you guys to communicate with us when you have an obstacle that you can conquer yourself. For some of us, it might have been drinking water, where, oh, that's too much of a number. I can't hit that number. And don't worry about hitting the numbers in the beginning. Worry about making little changes to your daily routine, things that you don't normally do. Maybe it's waking up with a bigger glass of water, or drinking more steadily throughout the day, or taking big containers to make sure you're drinking the appropriate amount of water. We're going to get diving into the whole aspect of nutrition. That's going to be another topic. We got quite a few of these. What we need to do now is to tell ourselves that no matter what, nothing is going to stop us from getting our goal. Nothing. There's no excuse in the world. There's no foot pain in the world. There's no, boo-boo on your hand from doing an exercise. There's no, obstacle that's going to get in our way that's going to stop us from achieving our goal. Once you have that mindset, all it does is just take time. But if you don't have the mindset, you can't move forward. So I started this off, my fitness journey, training people, and I've worked with all types of people. And the one that always comes to my mind, the one that always pops out to me, the biggest transformation that I was able to achieve with another human being, that person was 85 years old. That person had a stroke and was paralyzed on the left side. And 3 years after the stroke, and no movement on that side of the body, after countless times of physical therapy, of trying different techniques, trying to get the body to work, just wouldn't happen. When I met that person, I also met the wife. And when I met them together, all I knew is, do they have the right mindset to go through the battle day in and day out that they have to go through to achieve their goal of walking again? Nothing is impossible in this world. Once you understand that, you realize you do have limitless potential. Don't ever look at yourself as a person who is this type of person that can never do something like this. Don't ever look at a TV show and watch people do amazing things and I can never do that. Everybody started at some point, but those who had the goal, and when I say goal, I mean a goal that's worth going through the battles for. When you have something you care about so much, nothing will get in your way to stop that. There's no excuse in the world. Long story short, that person that I trained, we after years of work, of 1 year, we were able to get them standing up. We're able to use a quad cane, a 4-point cane to walk. Then we moved to a single point cane. This person who could not walk after 3 years was able to do this. Not because I'm a magician, but because we had a connection. We communicated with each other. I knew what they needed to do to progress and the steps they needed to do to progress. But just because I knew that, I wouldn't be able to do what I did if it wasn't for his mindset. He never gave up. Even if his leg moved a half an inch on a workout, that was a goal, and we achieved it. The main goal, the long-term goal, was walking. But we didn't get to walking in the beginning. It took a lot of steps, a lot of short-term goals that got us to the walking goal. And even climbing steps, it was ridiculous. So there's nothing that you have to go into this mentality thinking there's nothing I can't do, but I have to understand how to progress there. The awesome thing about what we're doing for you guys in this new type of transition period, you call it a challenge, call whatever buzzword you want, but this really just learning how to live healthier. The program I created is called Limitless. It has 4 components. The first component is focus. That's your mindset. Your mindset is what keeps you from getting that extra rep going, from making sure you don't skip the meal so you can hit the appropriate amount of calories, from making sure you're drinking the water all the time, from making sure that you're communicating with others, making sure you're hitting your walking, jogging, or running goal. It's a loop. And once you find that loop, and we're going to help you find your loop, once you find your loop, you just keep getting better and better. Each week when you're taking your photos, you're feeling a little better about the way it looks. But you won't feel better about the way it looks if you lose your mindset. Once you start to fizzle out, you will revert back to where you were because your body will naturally do that. So if you've been kind of, dieting and catching a new fad and dieting and, oh, this one works or that one works, really they all work. But what works best for you? What's the one that's going to keep you continuously doing it? That consistency. My goal is I want to get on the Titan Games, like that show with The Rock, and it's some crazy fun stuff. And I'm like, a lot of the workouts I do, they're kind of similar to the show. So why don't I set a ridiculous goal? Screw it. Why not? If that paralyzed person could push themselves and have the mindset and the drive and the heart and the never say never attitude, if they can do that, I can do that. I can do that. So let's set the goal high. That's called the long-term goal. That's my 2-year goal. But I'm not going to go right to it. So I have to find my steps to get there. So now I focus on my obstacle training. Each week, I'm writing down what I did. I want to know what my body was a week ago. I want to know my past self. Because when I know my past self, I know what my present self is capable of. My present self is better than my past self because I stay consistent with this cycle. If you stay consistent, every time you look back to see where you were, it gets further and further away. Then you start to forget where you were. You forget the struggles you went through right now, these beginning stages, these parts that really test you, that are making changes in your lifestyle that you may not like, but you'll adapt to it because your body will adapt. So all the information we're giving you and these little short-term goals that we've created for each of you, because Carolina had sent it to you guys. She sent you an email. If you didn't get that, that was our highlight notes. It's what we talked about. It was what the short-term goals were. I want you doing 4 days a week. We'll walk. Maybe I said it was a jog. whatever it was. Maybe if you had a performance goal, I told you to run harder. You had a food goal. You have a water goal. You have a work at HSD goal. So you need 4 workouts a week. Each week that goes by, I need you to check off the box for each one and make sure you hit your short-term goals. Because in 2 weeks, when we revisit, I want to see where you're at. And if you hit your goals, what do we have to do? We have to climb the next step. Every time we climb a step, you achieve a goal. Every time you achieve a goal, you feel better about yourself. That fire starts to burn a little more. You want more. You start to get addicted. If you miss a day, you feel down. These things will happen when your mind connects with your body and your spirit. When everything comes together and you can visualize yourself getting better and you understand the process, I'm telling you guys, it's addicting. You don't want to skip a meal. You don't, because you know what happens when you do. You start to go back a little bit. You check the scale and you're like, damn it, lost a little bit of muscle, or maybe this happened. I worked so hard to get it. It's just a consistency. I'm not throwing it all in you at one time. We're going to gradually build it up in the 3 months. So by the end of the 3 months, if you kept your mindset, you're going to see a nice difference, and you're going to also have a lifestyle that will carry through to the end. I don't think of fitness as something I want to get done fast. I think of fitness as something when I've worked with my 80s and 90 and 100-year-olds. I want to see those people that say, I can't wait to wake up the next day. Can't wait to get outside. Can't wait to hang out with my friends. Can't wait to do this. And then unfortunately, there's another side. And the other side are those who don't want to wake up anymore. They kind of give up on themselves. They give up on their life. Their life was in the past, right? And that's it for them. They get that decline, and that's a side that was kind of hard to take in the beginning. But I worked with those types of people because at any age, at any deficit you may have, there's always an out. There's always a way through it. It may not be the same way for each person, but it's there. So you just got to find it. What's awesome about our group is you guys are, every single one of you, first of all, I know all of you. I love all of you. You guys are going to do really well together. So communicating together during this journey is going to be huge. Find people that have similar goals. Make these walking programs. Walk after your workouts. Burn that body fat, right? Make your body healthier. Give it more energy. You're doing it together. So we got a really solid group of people. If you're in the in-house workouts, you notice I chatted a lot today, and I did that for a reason. And I'm going to tell you guys who are working out at home, I'm going to give you the information that I gave my athletes in the gym to my athletes outside the gym. And that is focus on your form. Once you get your form right, don't worry about the number of reps you could do, the weight you can lift, the cool things you could do with the body. It's not about that. It's about locking in your body tight, being stable, and then pushing, pulling, squatting, whatever. It's just all about keeping your body straight, supported, and then going through the movements that you either see on the on-demand videos. By the way, you can reach those videos at hsdfitness.com/on-demand. And then you just type in your password for your to log into MindBody. But anyway, you're going to have a list of those. So if there's a rainy day one day or thunder, man, we had some lightning tonight. And that might have, kind of hindered a couple of people from coming into the gym, and that's fine. But you cannot let a workout go by. You cannot let a meal go by. You cannot let an ounce of water go by. It's a challenge because it's different. You need to understand that once you're consistent, day in and day out, that's when the results really come in. So make sure when you're doing your workouts for the remainder of these 3 months that you're keeping your body stable, tight, and you're doing whatever the movement is.